video for you today because this was one of the first things that I looked up when I found out that I was pregnant. I looked for a bunch of YouTube videos on skincare routines and like what's safe to use during pregnancy. I have fairly oily, acne-prone skin, so my previous skincare routine relied on a lot of salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide, and I read that it's just not really recommended that you use a lot of that stuff on your skin. Luckily for me, once I got pregnant, my hormones just changed a little bit so that I don't break out quite as much. I'm not quite as oily as I was, but I still do break out a little and I'm still pretty oily. I think just because I'm not using any of those harsh products that I was using before. But I thought I would show you the things that did make the cut. I'm trying to be a little bit more natural in my skincare. So I will just go through the things that I use on basically a daily basis. I'll start with this. This is something I've mentioned many times. This is the Garnier Nourishing Cleansing Oil. I use this to remove my makeup at the end of the day. I think that this works so well to get off my eye makeup. First I kind of just go in and get everything off of my skin, and then I put a little bit more in my hand and get all of my eye makeup off, and this is just a really good way to remove that before you actually start trying to cleanse your skin. You don't want to be like trying to cleanse through makeup. Then I go in with my favorite cleanser of all time. This is the Set Me Free Cleanser by Beauty Society. I have never found a cleanser that I like as much as this one, and this one is for like more oily, acne prone skin, but this still works for while you're pregnant because it's so natural. Some of the things that this has are tea tree oil, eucalyptus oil, wild thyme oil, sage oil, willow bark extract, peppermint extract. It just feels so good on your skin. It smells amazing. They don't use any dyes or anything like that, so this color just comes from those ingredients. It's this really nice dark green. I've been using this for years. I love it, and I'll leave you a link below where you can find this. Another thing that I like about this is that I can use it with my Clarisonic, which I forgot to grab, but my little Clarisonic cleansing brush. I'll use that like every other day, and I think that makes it even more effective. So I use this day and night, either when I wake up in the morning or in the shower at night. After I cleanse my face, I just always like to use a toner. You actually don't need a toner with the Set Me Free because it is already pH balanced, but I just like the step of using a toner, and usually I use like a really kind of stripping one that has some like salicylic acid and stuff in it, or glycolic acid or something. Right now I've just been using this one. This is the Pore Freshener from Etude House, and this one is a lot more gentle. It's not really meant to like kill any bacteria or anything like that. It's supposed to make your pores smaller. I don't know if it's really done that for me, but it looks so cute sitting on your counter. I just put a little bit of this on a cotton pad, and I just like the fresh feeling that it gives me, and I know that there aren't any harsh ingredients in it. I also really like using a serum, and before I was using another Beauty Society serum that was for blemishes, but it did have some salicylic acid in it, so I'm saving that till after the baby comes. And I've been using this pore tightening serum from the Face Shop, and again, this is not really anything that's gonna like clear up acne or anything like that, but it's also supposed to make your pores smaller. It smells really fresh, it feels really nice. I bought this a long time ago, and I still feel like I have about half of it left. You just need a tiny bit, but I just kind of like the step of like a light serum on my face before I put on moisturizer. So at nighttime I actually use another serum, but this is like the weirdest serum of all time. This is the Full of Grace serum from Lush, and it's in a bar form. It looks like a bar of soap. It's not soap, but it's gonna look like that if you go into Lush and look for it. Mine has kind of broken apart into a few pieces, but I just take out a piece, and then they say to like rub this in between your fingers and then use your fingers to work it in, but sometimes I just put it directly on my face and then work it into my skin with my fingers after that. It smells really good. And And this stuff, even though it doesn't have any harsh chemicals, it is really good if you get like clogged pores or tend to break out, because whatever ingredient that's in there, I think it has something to do with like a mushroom, it really like pushes things out of your skin. So I actually only use this at night. I don't use it during the day because it sometimes will push things out of your skin that you don't want coming out, you know, while you're wearing your makeup and everything. But at night, it's really nice, and it actually leaves your skin feeling so moisturized. And I think this is most effective if you use it at night and then wash your face again in the morning, because it's probably done a little bit of work overnight, and when you wake up, your skin might feel slightly dirty, so just clean it again in the morning. So at night, on top of that, because it kind of preps your skin to really absorb moisture really well, I've been using this Earle Skin Repair Moisturizer, and it's for normal to combination skin. And I think I actually got this after watching a YouTube video by a girl who was pregnant, who said she liked this for her oily skin, but she didn't want to be using something really harsh. So I like this. I got this from Birchbox. And I remember specifically that I got a fantastic deal on it because I had a bunch of points and there was like a sale or something. And so this one also says it intensely moisturizes, smooths, and protects. It has avocado oil, echinacea, vitamin E. So this stuff is really good, and in the morning I just use it right after that serum. Another thing I've been using in the morning just to wake up my eyes, I don't think that it really actually does all that much, but is this little Panda's Dream Eye Stick from Moly. And so you just pop off the panda head and it looks like this, and you just put it directly under your eyes, and mine is really close to the window, so it's nice and cool in the morning, and so it just feels good on your eyes. I don't think it actually like helps to fight wrinkles or anything like that. It just feels good and it's cute. At nighttime though, I am definitely trying to fight wrinkles. I just have very deep set eyes, so I think that's just kind of part of the territory that I'm gonna have some fine lines underneath and like even on my eyelids. I'm 29 and I feel like I have kind of more like under eye creasing than I probably should. So I decided to start using this from Fresh. This is pricey. This is the Black Tea Age Delay Eye Concentrate. I didn't want to get something that had a lot of like retinol or anything that I shouldn't be using while I'm pregnant, of course. So this is more, it has like the caffeine and stuff like that in it. I've had this for almost 2 months now, and I use it every night, and it looks like, you know, I've barely used it at all. A tiny bit goes a long way. I think this is one of those things where it's going to take a little while, like some consistent use before you see results. Although on the first day, I do remember feeling like my eyes felt much more moisturized. I've kind of avoided a lot of eye creams in the past just because my pores right here clog so easily. So if I use anything heavy right underneath my eyes, I get these little breakouts right here and sometimes like on the side of my nose. And so I've been like, ugh, I can't use eye creams. But I need to. I think it's easier probably to deal with some clogged pores than some wrinkles underneath your eyes. So I have been liking this. I think after the baby's born, I might even look for something a little bit stronger that does have some retinol in it. But this is really nice. I would recommend it. This was just in my basket. Another thing I always use is the rosebud salve. You can get these, you know, like at Sephora as you're about to check out. I've had this for a while and I'm kind of coming to the end of it, but this is just always nice after you wash your face and everything else feels so moisturized, and you want your lips to feel moisturized too. The last two things I don't use every day, but I use them on a pretty regular basis. So for an exfoliating treatment, I use the Crystal Ball Exfoliator by Beauty Society, and I usually use this in the shower. It's just easiest in the shower. After I wash off my makeup, cleanse my skin, then I use some of this and just rub it all over my skin, all over my face, especially like right here. I tend to break out along my jawline and chin, so I make sure to really concentrate it right there, kind of like on the sides of my nose where I tend to get blackheads, and then I rinse it off in the shower. It's a little bit, you know, messier to use just like in the sink. You always end up with a few granules like in your hair, so it's nicer in the shower. This one has volcanic microcrystals and exotic oils, and so this is really, really nice if you tend to get like some texture on your skin like I do, or you just want to clear out your pores. This doesn't damage your skin at all. It's not like that peach scrub that can kind of scratch you. I use that a couple times a week, and then whenever I'm feeling like my skin is getting a little bit too clogged, I also like this Origins Clear Improvements Active Charcoal Mask. I actually just paint this on with a little like cheap foundation brush that wasn't really good enough to use for makeup, but it's good to use for masks. And again, this is another nice one to use like right before you get in the shower. So if I'm just kind of having a bad skin day where I'm like, oh, I need to like really take care of this, I will take off my makeup, I'll cleanse my skin, I'll put this on for, I always say it's gonna be 10 minutes, but I usually like start doing something and it's more like 20. Then I'll get in the shower and remove this in the shower, and then also use the crystal ball. And so then my skin is, I've pulled everything out of it and exfoliated, and then I get out of the shower and use like my toner and the serum and moisturize it, and it feels so good after that. Lastly, I just thought I would quickly show you what I use on my like skin. I've been using the Body Shop Honeymania body butter. I love this stuff. It's nice and thick. It feels so good. Smells beautiful. And when you put it on your skin, it just gives you kind of like a nice sheen. Like you just look at your skin and you're like, ooh, I like my skin so much better now. Before it was flaky and dry and gross, but now it looks so healthy and luminous. I put this on my tummy also. So I kind of use this like in the morning from head to toe. Well, maybe from like neck to toe. And then when I get out of the shower at night, I've been using this body oil. Probably any kind of body oil works. My sister's boyfriend gave me this from the Netherlands. This is all in Dutch. I have no idea what it says. But he was explaining it to me. He got it for me for Christmas, and he was like reading the ingredients and like how to use it. And he was like, you rub it all over your belly. Oh, he was like, actually this is a present for you too, to my husband. He was like, and all over the breasts. Yes, this is very good massage oil. So this is supposed to keep you from like getting stretch marks. So far, I don't have any stretch marks anywhere. I've been pretty good, like even before I was showing, about using body oil almost every single day. This just helps your skin to be able to really stretch, because it does have to stretch to accommodate the baby, and your boobs stretch a little bit. So it's just good to have some kind of an oil to put all over your skin, keep it nice and elastic. I have no idea where you get this one, but apparently this one is like really all natural. I was using the Burt's Bees like Mama something. It's an oil that you can just find at Target. But my sister's like extra natural, and she was like, no, even Burt's Bees is not good enough. You need this. So I was like, okay. So I've been using this. Okay, that's everything I've got for you. I know that these types of videos were really helpful for me right when I first got pregnant. So if you are kind of looking for what kind of skincare things you should use, I hope this is helpful for you. If you've already been through this journey and you've got some great things that you found were just awesome while you were pregnant, please leave those suggestions below for all of us that don't know yet. I'm 23 weeks right now. I think today I'm 23 weeks. I'll try and show you a tummy shot. I don't know. I always like to see other people's tummies. I'm like, oh, why didn't you show? But then I always forget to do it. Instagram though. Instagram's got all my tummy shots. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.